What's up, guys? It's Jacqueline. Happy Monday. It's episode 137. Welcome back to the show. Hey guys, hi, happy Monday. It's Jacqueline. Welcome back to the show. If you're new, I'm here 7 days a week. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button and head over to patreon.com/tjms to become a patron and get access to my exclusive content. Look, this is my audio diary. So I'm going to start off the episode today verbally diarying reciting what I would write in my diary. And I want to say this. I think Jocko would be proud of me because of my discipline lately. Like, I feel so free because I've been discipline equals freedom. Shout out Jocko. But I feel like a free little birdie right now in 2021. Like, I've been so disciplined lately. I've been executing on all of my goals. Everything's been lining up and syncing right with everything. Just as all the stars are aligning right now. Everything's been great. So just want to start off by saying that Monday motivation. Jacqueline's got her shit together. All right, let's talk about today's episode. I got to be honest with you guys right now. As a podcast host, it's very difficult to admit this. I've been recording for the last 40 minutes, okay? And I decided, and it's done. It's scrapped. Because I went on for 40 minutes about world news. I was reading all the new headlines from today. You know, it's Monday. There's a lot of news coming out. And I decided to do that because as a citizen of the United States, I don't know what the hell is going on outside of coronavirus and the U.S. election. Like, that's it. So I was like, okay, it's Monday. Jacqueline, sit and inform your listeners on world news. And it flopped. It fucking flopped. I was so bored by it. I had zero concept of anything happening in the world. So it was like starting from scratch and learning it for the first time. And it was a train wreck. So this is what we're going to do today. It's the Myers-Briggs episode. I'm going to take a Myers-Briggs test, a personality test, okay, on what's the website called? 16personalities.com. Take the test. You complete the test, you view your detailed results, and then you unlock your potential. Now, the reason I'm doing this on Monday's episode is because I got to get it done for work. I did it about 5 years ago. I believe I'm going to get a completely different result today, because I've changed a lot in the last 5 years. So I have to do it. It's like homework. And I thought it'd be interesting to take you guys along throughout the test and share some stories, elaborate on the questions, make this fun for you guys. Like, answer a question, tell a story. So it's like a fun, interactive, or like a fun. I just want to make it a fun episode, you know? So got my even a minute of breathing helps creativity. My Apple Watch is telling me to breathe. Bitch, be still and bring your attention to your breath. This thing is amazing, but sometimes it beeps my wrist and I'm like, I don't have time for this right now. Like, stop trying to tell me to stand up and breathe. It's like telling me to inhale and exhale. All right, let's just get into the test. Myers-Briggs Monday. I could tell you guys about my day, like what I did. I basically went on a walk and did yoga now, and I had a Zoom meeting, and now I'm doing this. Some of these I'll breeze through because it's obvious. Like, first question, you enjoy vibrant social events with lots of people. Agree. Of course I do. Social events with lots of people are amazing. Next question, you often spend time exploring unrealistic yet intriguing ideas. I mean, skyfish, my primates theory, my fucking Egyptian pyramids theory, Sky plankton, I guess skyfish, that thing I think I've talked about before. I feel like I sit and think about weird shit all the time. So yes, I definitely agree. Intriguing ideas. Next question. Is this already boring? Do you guys are like look at this. We're what, 5 minutes in the episode and this thing is drying out. I'm taking a Myers-Briggs test and it feels dry. Let me juice it up. Let me fucking take a sip of my LaCroix. And I put a fresh squeezed ginger and lemon in it. Oh my god. Let's light this bitch up. Your travel plans are more likely to look like a rough list of ideas than a detailed itinerary. 100% agree. There is nothing worse than being on a vacation with a plan. Like it's, day 2. We're going to wake up. We're going to go here at this time. Then we're going to go snorkeling at 10 a.m. Then we're going to go fucking to this lunch spot at 2. And then that is so annoying. I cannot travel with people that it's like every hour of the day has a plan. That drives me insane. I like having a rough idea of shit I want to do. And then based on the day and how we're feeling, decide to do it then instead of, and some shit you do have to plan out ahead of time. Don't get me wrong. So I understand that. Like, if you want to go, snorkeling, maybe you have to book that in advance. But I hate having, like, vacation to me, traveling is like, wake up, see what happens. Play it, what is it called? Play it by ear? I like to play it by ear. So, yeah, I like a rough list of ideas. Go there with some ideas of shit you want to do. Then do it whenever you want. All right, next question. Is this getting fun now? Here's the thing I want to say about my personality. Since I'm doing a personality test on today's episode, I feel like I don't see myself how others see me. I feel, okay, this is an insecurity. I'm being very vulnerable right now. I feel like I come across really like bro-y and chill and like dude and fucking like tomboy and like rough, and I rant and I'm like kind of negative and like the whole time, and I'm like so insecure about that because I feel like maybe it balances me out because I am very girly and like feminine and like, not to say like ditzy and stupid, but like it's like I don't want to come across like someone so I was on the phone with a guy the other night and he was like, yeah, to be honest, like I thought, but like before I called you, I didn't expect you to like sound and act like that. I thought you were going to be like bro and chill. Because here's the thing. I've said this before, and I don't know if this is me being fake, but when I'm addressing you guys like I'm talking to my sister, my brother. Like I'm just like hanging out. We've known each other forever. It's just like this it's like a comfortability thing where when I'm talking to new people, specifically guys, like the guy the other night, I go about 4 octaves higher. I'm like not as brash, and I just feel more cute and like, not to say ditzy, but like, I don't know. I get like more like shy and like cutesy. So I don't know. That's something, speaking of my personality, maybe I'm a fake bitch because I have like 2 different personalities right there, but I don't know. I just don't like how when I finish an episode, I'm like, I just sat and bitched and ranted for an hour. That's not cute. I don't know. Maybe it's cute. Maybe it is cute. Maybe like a little fiery, angsty chick. I don't know. I got a lot of opinions and I love sharing them. So here we go. Let's do the next question. Just had to get that off my chest for Monday. This is my audio diary. I'm talking it out, writing in my journal, but I'm speaking it out right now. So just hang in there with me. You often think about what you should have said in conversation long after it has taken place. Disagree. I literally don't. That's a difference from me 5 years ago, for sure. I just don't care anymore. Like, I don't sit and go, oh, I should have said that, or oh, they're probably thinking this about me. Doesn't even cross my mind anymore. Is that because I'm not sure of myself? I think it is. Shout out maturity. All right. This is like the ultimate Q&A. I just thought of that. Like, this Myers-Briggs personality test is like the ultimate Q&A to get to know me. So here we are. If your friend is sad about something, your first instinct is to support them emotionally, not try to solve their problem. 100% agree. I just sit and listen. When someone's sad, the last thing that they want to hear is, okay, so in order to get better, you should do this, this, and this. And that happened to me before, and this is what I did. Here's a plan. This is how you're going to feel better. Don't be sad. You shouldn't feel that way. And invalidate them. Like, the best thing to do is sit there, validate their feelings. Yes, this sucks. You're right. Oh my God, this does suck. This is really hard for you. Like, just make them feel like what they're feeling is okay, and sit and listen to them. You don't have to say anything. People just sometimes, they just want to vent and have a presence of someone there to hear them. So I'm that person. I sit and I support them emotionally. Don't be a should person. Don't tell people what they should do. Nobody has time for that shit when they're sad. Next question. People can rarely upset you. 100% agree. It's just like, am I unshakable, or am I just like bulletproof? I don't know. I don't get hung up when like people treat me like shit. I'm quick to like, and it's not that I get walked on. It's like, I think of everything as a reflection and a projection. So people are, however they're treating you, is a reflection of how they feel about themselves, and they're projecting themselves onto, like, everything is that. So it's hard for me to get upset, because I'm like, they're obviously going through something or dealing with something hard if they are acting out like this. And, you know, there's an area in their psyche that they haven't, you know, resolved with themselves yet, and they're taking it out on me, and it sucks, but I'm not going to take it. But like, I usually don't take things super personally. I don't. Next question. Oh my God, we're only 10% through this. Holy shit. You guys, you know what? I hope this is fun for you. You often rely on other people to be the ones to start a conversation. Yeah, I'm just disagreeing. Next. If you have to temporarily put your plans on hold, you make sure it is your top priority to get back on track as soon as possible. Disagree. I mean, it depends. Like, if I had a plan pre-COVID to do a vacation in the Bahamas, and then COVID happened, so I can't, it's not like I'm going to sit there and go, okay, in 2022, like, I go to Expedia.com or some shit, and I'm like planning. I'm immediately making it my priority to rebook this fucking trip. I'm going neutral on this. I feel like it depends. You rarely worry if you made a good impression on someone you met. I feel like I consider it. I do think about it. Like, I wonder, like, I don't go into new relationships and interactions like flinging myself around. Like, I have zero care in the world how they think of me. Like, I want to make sure it's a good first impression, because that's the foundation of every relationship, that first meeting. So I would say I don't worry about it, but I'm going to go kind of like closer to agree than disagree. Because I don't worry, but I do think about it. Next question. It would be a challenge for you to spend a whole weekend by yourself. Disagree. Spend the whole weekend by yourself. Disagree. I do that all the time. Next question. I hope to God you guys are writing all of these down, doing the quiz yourself, going through this with me. I hope your fingers are writing fast enough. I know I'm going through this quickly. Like, I don't know. Is listening, I hope, because here's the thing. Sometimes I tune into podcasts and there's like a theme. They're like doing a test, doing a quiz, and I'm not doing it. And so when I listen to them talk, I'm just like checked out. So fucking check back in, clock back in, focus, ask yourselves these questions. Let's figure out our personalities together. Let's stay engaged. Do not tune out. I will take offense. I'm rarely offended by people, but not you. You offend me a lot when you tune out of the podcast. Okay. Next question. You are more of a detail-oriented person than a big picture person. Disagree. Details are not... I think I used to get hung up on details and perfectionism and like making sure every little step of the way was perfect, and like I think of the smallest things where now everything is big picture. And I feel like that makes me, I'm so much happier and calm now about life, because the way I look at everything is through this big picture lens instead of zeroed in, like making everything a big deal. Every detail matters. Like that is a living hell. And I think that's why people are like, they have high functioning anxiety. Is that what it's called? Where every little detail matters. They think about everything all day long, and they're like list makers, and they're like wound tight all day because of details, because they've put so much weight and value and meaning on each detail of everything in the day they have to do and think about, and people they have to interact with, and jobs they have to get done. They've added so much meaning to that they're wound tight, and they're high functioning because they don't fuck up, and they have to execute on it for them to be sane. But then I feel like that your life is a living hell if that's how you live. I feel like I might have been more like that as a younger person when I was trying to please my, elders, or I don't know, just like my professors and my first employers. Like I was just like, oh my God, yeah, I'll do it all. I'll like, yeah. Where now everything to me is like big picture. Like I don't put a lot of meaning on little details because it's all bullshit anyways. Like if you just like, I don't know, it's not bullshit. It's just like, it's the whole like we're a bunch of meat sacks on a spinning rock. Like, okay, nothing matters, of course, because that. I'm literally looking at my painting of outer space. I'm like, what the fuck's happening? Why are we here? Why am I doing a podcast 7 days a week? What the fuck is this? Why am I drinking LaCroix with ginger and lemon and a fucking coffee at the same time? Next question. You are very affectionate with people you care about. Agree. I just love touching people. It's my favorite love. It's my favorite way to express my love for people, just touching. Next question. You have a careful and methodical approach to life. Yeah, I'm going to agree with that because it's like something I keep to myself, but I have an evil plan up my sleeve. A very methodical, evil plan that not even the patron, not even my exclusive members from patreon.com/tjmss know. And they know everything. They know everything and more because they have access to my exclusive content and my exclusive inside information. But not even they know, because I have a methodical and careful approach to my life that is so... It's my little evil plan. And I feel like everyone has that. You can probably relate to that. Like you have some sort of... Even if it's buried into your subconscious, you have some sort of you have like this intuitive plan and like for the way your life goes. And mine is surfaced. It's recently surfaced where everything is very clear, and it's not that I will all be disappointed with myself if it doesn't pan out, but it's clear now where I can take steps towards these life goals, and I just I don't know. Okay. So yeah, I definitely have a careful and methodical approach to life. 22% through this quiz. Are you guys ready to tune out? Should I just finish this and tell you guys what I get? If this goes longer than 40 minutes, then I will end the episode and we'll just end on, you guys won't find out. Next question. You are still bothered by the mistakes you made a long time ago. Disagree. It made me who I am. The mistakes you made in the past were supposed to be made. That's how you learned your life lessons. It's good to make mistakes. I'm not bothered by them. I'm grateful for them. I just already know I'm going to agree with this. Oh, no, I'm going to disagree. At parties and similar events, you can mostly be found farther away from the action. Disagree. I'm in the action. I am the fucking action. You often find it difficult to relate to people who let their emotions guide them. I feel like I'm going to go neutral on this because sometimes people's emotions get the best of them and they have low emotional intelligence and like self-reasoning skills. So their emotions guide them in a negative way where they're easily charged by like current events. And those are the people out in the streets being jackasses. I can't relate to those people because nothing shakes me that much where I'm fucking going off and burning buildings. However, I can relate to people, I feel like especially women who are guided by their intuition and their emotions and their heart. And it's like we have this, I don't know if it's like a female power thing, but I feel like women just have that and I can totally relate to that. Like, cause I think I'm guided by my heart and my emotions more than being like, I don't know if it's like taking approaches to life in an analytical, rational way. Like I think of things like, how will I feel in this situation if I choose to do this? Or, I don't know, I'm guided more by that. All right. When looking for a movie to watch, you can spend ages browsing the catalog, of course, absolutely. And then I'm on my phone anyways, so I don't end up watching the movie. That's why I need a boyfriend. Like literally the only times I've ever watched Netflix series are with a boyfriend. Like we watch it together. So like that's the only reason I'm paying attention, because there's someone there to share the experience with. Or now with Ozark, because I'm like somehow able to watch it alone and get through an episode without being on my phone or anything. But maybe I'm maturing. Is this growth? Like I feel like me a year ago, like me in the last 5 years cannot sit through a Netflix show without another person there, because I just end up getting distracted and not really being in it, and I don't know. But yeah, I take forever to browse. Like sometimes I'll start something and I'll be like, it'll go like this. I'll be like, you know what, it really, you know, a wine documentary sounds really nice right now. So like wine documentary starts, I'm in the zone, there's like an intro, I'm looking at a vineyard, I'm looking at the beginning credits, someone's talking in the background, narrating, 10 minutes of this shit, and I'm just like, fuck this, South Park. Then I'm on South Park. Then I'm like, I just want to laugh. So then I'm watching South Park. But it's 10 p.m. and I just feel like it's too much energy for my that's like not a good pre-bedtime show. So then I'm on YouTube watching a beauty guru open a new foundation. And then I'm like instantly rolling my eyes. Like I've seen this. Oh, this is overdone. I already like, this is stupid. Why am I here? I'm not going to even buy this foundation. I don't even wear makeup. I'm lying because I'm wearing it right now. But for the most part, I don't wear makeup. So why am I here? And then I'm back on Netflix. And then I'm like, okay, home, back to my home thing on my TV, just for the screensaver to have light in the room while I browse TikTok. So that's how it goes. You can stay calm under a lot of pressure, agree. Do you guys want to know why? There's a lot of pressure on you as a kid when you're in sports, when you've got strict parents. The amount of times my two siblings and I would literally mow the lawn, vacuum the house, clean all the dishes, do all of the laundry, fold the clothes, within like an hour of my parents getting home. Like the amount of times we've done that was my training, like for life. As far as performing under pressure goes, like that set me up for life. Those like spurts we would do. Mom and Dad are coming home. Oh my God, we have to do all the chores right now. And it's like within an hour, probably even like 30 minutes, all that shit would be done. But also with being an athlete, being a point guard, pressure of like carrying the back on my team, fucking getting the play started. I'd say swim team. I felt like that was just being a swimmer was like perpetually living in a pressure cooker. Is that the term? Like, you just felt like you were constantly under pressure. Like swim meets, the anxiety, the like swim meet anxiety, like you're on the bus and you're going there and then you're warming up and then it's like about it's about your, is it called heat? Your heat, be like heat 3, match 2, what the fuck is that called? Heat, I don't know. You'd have like that and you get on the starting block and it's like there's like it's completely silent and then the horn blows and then you're all of a sudden like swimming like crazy ass, about to have a heart attack, sprinting so fast, not breathing, because my coach, it's like you can't breathe you breathe when you jump in or you dive in and then get one breath after your flip turn and that's it for a sprint. So anyways, yeah, I can perform under pressure. When in a group of people you do not know, I just feel like disagreeing with this. I'm going to agree. You have no problem jumping right into their conversation. Of course, agree. When you sleep, your dreams tend to be bizarre and fantastical. I feel like sex dreams are both bizarre and fantastical because those are the ones I've been having recently, and it's just really fucking annoying because, and I've talked about them before. I think we've all been there, but I feel like dreams, I'll just not talk about sex dreams anymore because I feel like that's going to be triggering to some family members listening because they're just like, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear about anything sexual on your podcast. I'm triggered. I don't want to hear it. So I'll stop. But I'd say for the most part, my dreams are really realistic. They're like, I feel like I dream a lot about real life scenarios. And a lot of my dreams are me. I don't know if this is lucid dreaming or what's it called? Astral projection or whatever the fuck. It's not this, but I feel like my dreams are kind of reminiscent of those types of dreams where you're like walking around and you're like you're asleep, but you're like your brain thinks you're actually you're like walking around a building. Basically what I do when I dream is I go back in time and wander my old school halls, and it's like unlocking each part of the dream is like unlocking a new door in the building and like and remembering what's behind it, like remembering what the classroom looked like and the teachers and the kids, and like that's what my dreams are really realistic, and they're usually something I've already experienced, which is kind of weird. And I have reoccurring dreams about my elementary school. I don't know. Okay, so I'd say yeah, they're going to be bizarre and fantastical. Agree. In your opinion, is it sometimes okay to step on others to get ahead in life? Disagree. It's never okay. You're dedicated and you're a piece of shit if you think it's okay. You're dedicated and focused on your goals, only rarely getting sidetracked. Agree. Here's the thing. I just had this thought about social media addiction the other day. I don't consider me browsing on social media a distraction from my goals. In fact, I'm going to flip it. I flip it right now and say I believe social media scrolling for Jacqueline, for me, is research and development. It's helping me and my goals. It's a very important part of my day. So I used to think of it as a negative, and now I think of it as a positive, because I'm literally sitting there reading cool information, things that are, inspiring, helpful for my growth and development, my mental health. Like, there's a lot of memes out there I read. There's a lot of like posts I read. Now, I curate it too, where I mute like everyone except only the people I want to hear from, really, the thought leaders out there. And anyways, so I don't feel like I get sidetracked. Like, because here's the thing, to me, the only thing that gets me sidetracked from my goals outside of social media are like boys. And that's a bad thing. They shouldn't be in my life. If you're a boy and you distract me from my goals, sorry, it's not a good fit. If you're dating someone and they're taking you off your path of what you should be doing and your lifestyle, healthy lifestyle choices, and all of a sudden you're not doing them, you're slipping behind on your job, and dude, get out of that. You don't want to be involved with someone like that. You want to be in a situation where, if anything, they're helping you. It's like improving your life and your goals, being with them. I don't know. So, but yeah, I'd say like boys and social media, but social media is not really a distraction anymore. If you made a mistake, you tend to start doubting yourself, your abilities, or your knowledge. No, mistakes are good. Mistakes help you grow. I'm grateful for my mistakes. I don't think of making a mistake as, oh, I suck. Like, I don't take it out. A mistake I make isn't a reflection of who I am. If that makes sense. I don't pick myself apart. Like, I lack something because I made a mistake. I'm like, okay, I made a mistake. What can I learn here? How can I not make that mistake again or avoid that again? And then, yeah, you grow and learn. When at a social event, you rarely try to introduce yourself to new people, and mostly talk to the ones you already know. Disagree. I talk to everyone. I just love talking to people. You usually lose interest in a discussion when it gets philosophical. Disagree. You would never let yourself cry in front of others. Disagree. I cried on this podcast. You feel more. I'm trying to buzz through these because we're only 43% through. Are you bored? I'll drink another sip of LaCroix. Okay, you're more drawn to places with a bustling and busy atmosphere than to more quiet and intimate ones. I'm going to say neutral. Sometimes I like quiet and intimate. Sometimes I like loud and bustling. You like discussing different views and theories on what the world could look like in the future. Yes, I'm inspired by fucking Kanye West. He has influenced me. I like to think about... actually, fuck that. Do I just sit and think about how the world could look in the future? I'm going to go neutral. Not really. I'm kind of selfish in the fact that, honestly, I'll admit this right now. Maybe I'm a piece of shit, but I don't... and this is why... Dude, billionaires help everyone in the world, and that's why they're billionaires. But most people think about themselves and they're selfish, and so they don't really grow that much in life. Okay, am I just putting myself in that category? Basically, my life goal. You could say, oh, you're a piece of shit. My life goal isn't to change the world and the future of humanity. Some people are, I just don't feel like I'm cut out for that. Personally, I don't have the sauce for that. Or the desire. I feel like it's got to come from within. It's got to be some sort of burning fire inside you, like Elon Musk wanting to go to Mars. He has that in his body. It doesn't exist in mine. I think my views and theories of what the world could look like come from... just me even thinking about that comes from a current event. I'm like, oh, well, it would be better if it was this way, but I don't do anything to make it that way. I just sit and think about it. I don't know. Maybe in the future I'll take more action. When it comes to making life-changing choices, you mostly listen to your heart rather than your head. Agree. Fuck. Okay. Listen to your heart. Listen to your heart. You cannot imagine yourself dedicating your life to the study of something that you cannot see, touch, or experience. Yeah, I like to have a tangible end result and product. I do like that. I don't like if I just studied philosophy and there wasn't any sort of physical product. That's a weird example. It's all I can think of. I don't know. I like doing it. Even though my podcast is audio visual, I feel like it's still a tangible product. You can click it. You can fucking click it with your thumb. You know what I mean? As long as it's touchable and that's, even if it's digital, I feel like I my brain sees that it's a product. You usually prefer to get your revenge rather than to forgive. Disagree. What a waste of time. To me, giving someone the power So, in terms of revenge, allowing someone to, what am I fucking trying to say? Basically, I'm like the type of person where I'm a ghoster instead of a revenge person. Like, they'll never hear from me again. I don't need to go on some like mission to get revenge on them. Like, they just don't exist in my life anymore. And I'm just like, never talk to them again. Like, I feel like it's such a poor waste of your life and your energy to try to get revenge on someone for something. Like, what are you doing? You're wasting it's just like it's like a big fucking waste of time. What, for the satisfaction of getting that revenge and seeing the look on their face? That's like, I think, rooted in insecurity about yourself, that you have to like show them up and get your, I don't know. You often make decisions on a whim. Kinda, yeah. I'm gonna go neutral though, because I think I premeditate a lot of my decisions, but sometimes it's like I've made a lot of spontaneous decisions in my life, so I'm gonna have to go neutral. I'm pretty balanced with that. Like, I don't want to say that I never make decisions on a whim, because I do. I don't know. I'm going to go neutral. The time you spend by yourself often ends up being more interesting and satisfying than the time you spend with other people. Disagree. People make my life more interesting all the time. But satisfying, sometimes I like being alone. I don't know. I'm going to go neutral. You often put special effort into interpreting the real meaning or the message of a song or a movie. No. You often know exactly what you want. Fuck yeah. Especially now. It's like psychotic how much I know what I want. That's part of the evil plan up my sleeve, I won't tell you. You rarely think back on the choices you made and wonder what... Do I sound like a psychopath that I have an evil plan? Like, sorry. We all have an evil plan. There's some shit you just keep to yourself. And I feel like it's out of embarrassment, because sometimes like the shit I want, like the stuff involved, or the stuff in my evil plan, I would be embarrassed to tell some of you guys. So just keeping it to myself. You rarely think back on the choices you made and wonder what you could have done differently. Wait, I don't think about them. I rarely look back. Yeah, agree. Getting through this. Oh my gosh, we're already 60% the way through. This is gonna be quick. I'm trying to make you guys, like, trying to keep you engaged. Like, don't worry, it's almost over. 60% through. We're almost done. When in a public place, you usually stick to quieter and less crowded areas. Yeah. Like, if I'm in the mall, I'm not trying to be in that food court. The fucking kids everywhere. Like, I'm trying to be off to the side. Like, I'm not trying to be involved in all that shit. Like, yeah. Being in public like that isn't fun. You tend to focus on present realities rather than future possibilities. Fuck me. I feel attacked. This is something I'm learning right now. Fuck. Okay. So maybe you can relate to this. I think what destroyed me in the past was focusing on the end result and getting, like, having that be my guide, or like what excited me about a goal, like the end result versus the process, and I guess in terms of the question, the present reality, and like working on building 1% each day versus like, here's the end result. The reason I'm saying this is I feel like it overwhelmed me, and then I would get paralyzed. Like, how do I start? This is going to take forever. This is so challenging. Oh my God. And I would like have a bad time at accomplishing goals that I really wanted for myself, because the future possibility of like having that thing I want was like, not like scary. It was exciting, right? But it like overwhelmed and like crowded out and like masked the current situation I was in that wasn't perfect, that wasn't there yet, that I should have focused on. So I feel like now I focus on where I'm at today, and I try to like build on that, like build a little bit each day and try to be a better person today than I was yesterday. That's the whole idea. So, and then like now I'm noticing, especially podcasting 7 days a week, how the confidence has come. It's like building over time. Where at first I was so new at this, like day one, I didn't consider myself a podcast host, but now I'm like, 5 months in, I've done this every day. Like I feel confident about the fact I can do this. And that comes along the journey. So I don't know. I'm going to agree. I focus on present realities rather than future possibilities. You often have a hard time understanding other people's feelings. Disagree, dude. All I do is like, all I do is get like, if I see someone struggling, I'm just like sad, and I'm like in their shoes already. Like I'm already walking in their shoes. I'm like already in their shoes. I just feel, should I tell the story of okay, I have to tell this story. You guys, this is fucking crazy. If you want to know, this says a lot about me. I feel like this is all you need to know about me, this story. Okay, so what's the question again? You often have a hard time understanding other people's feelings. Okay, so this story is nuts, and it's happened twice. It has to do with fainting from listening to other people's pain. Okay. So first, you should understand something about me as far as like medical stuff goes. I'm not squeamish at the doctors with needles, like inject me, shoot me up, cut me open. I'm not weird about it. I don't care about blood. Like it doesn't bother me. But so just understand that. But I'll tell you 2 stories quickly here. My boss at my internship had fallen on some ice and her entire forearm got shattered, right? So, she got surgery. She was out of the office for a week or so. When she came back, she was telling me specific details about the surgery and what exactly they did to her arm and how they cut it open and how they performed the surgery and everything she got done. And literally, I'm sitting there listening. She's talking about the bones and like what they had to do to attach them together and like I'm just hearing this. And then like thinking about, and then like when she was telling me what happened when she fell and like the pain from that, it started with that. Like she told me a story of how she fell. So already I'm like, okay, that fucking would hurt really bad. And then she's telling me about the surgery, and like as she was telling me about the surgery, I'm like, I think I'm gonna pass out. I'm like, I don't feel good. Like, oh my God. I walk like 5 steps from my desk to go to the bathroom to like get some water. Because I drank out of the tap in the bathroom at my internship. I just like put my mouth under the sink and just like turned on the faucet. So I'm about to go do that, and I take 5 steps, and it just immediately faint. Like all I know is I dreamed about Star Wars for like 5 minutes. It felt like 5 minutes. It was only like 5 seconds. I dreamed about Chewbacca and Luke Skywalker. Next thing I know, there's like EMTs and an EKG hooked up to me. And they're fucking like, are you okay? Like, what happened? So I faint when I hear people talk about their pain, apparently, especially surgery. The other time, and I don't know if that's me being able to take on other people's pain. Is that a bad thing? Like, I don't know. And is it because I'm thinking about the blood and the trauma of the body and the bones and like the breaking? Is that what's making me pass out? Because again, I'm not squeamish about medical stuff. For the most part, I'm really not. So the next thing was when my sis tore up her knee. Her horse dragged her. Her entire knee got destroyed, and she had surgery. And the doc came in. Her surgeon he like sat my mom and I down after her surgery and was like telling us what he did to her knee, describing what he did to her knee in surgery, how he connected the tendons and the ligaments and everything fucking went back together in the ACL and the MCL. Literally everything in her knee was split. So as he's discussing this, I'm like passing out in the bathroom. Like I removed myself and fainted. Like there's another time this happened. I feel like this is a reoccurring thing for me when I hear about people's surgeries, I guess. But anyways, there's a fun story time for y'all. Because it reminded me this question about, is that me understanding other people's feelings, or is that actually insane that I'm like that able to feel other people's pain that I literally will like faint over it? I don't know. When starting to work on a project, do you prefer to make as many decisions up front as possible? Just make as many decisions up front as possible when I start a project. What answer makes sense here? Like, if I could eliminate as many steps at first as possible, like, that's what I would want to do to make my job easier or make the project easier. Like, get a lot of shit done on the front end so that it's seamless. I guess those are the decisions I would make to eliminate all the, like, fringy stuff. I'm going to just agree with it. How are you guys doing? We're almost done. We're like 80% through. When you know someone thinks highly of you, you also wonder how long it will be until they become disappointed in you. Disagree. I don't even give a fuck about that. I don't think this is a thing. This is a change in me. This is the biggest, or one of the biggest changes in me. I literally don't sit and wonder and think about what Johnny and Susie think about me. Like, it doesn't even cross my mind. Like, when I was younger, I was trying to be friends with people, and like it was like hard to fit in, and I felt like I never was accepted by the cool group, and they were like friends with me, but I was not really in with them, and I just like constantly was like, I wonder why they don't like me. What am I doing wrong? Where now it's just like, this is me, take it or leave it. I'm not for everyone, and that's what's fun about life. Like, if I'm not your flavor and you're not in, if you're not in the ship, if you're not here and you're excited about this, then cool. Just like, that's cool about life. You just don't, if you don't like someone, if you're not vibing with them, that's okay. There's plenty of fish in the sea, like, move on. But I don't take that personally, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Because I know how that is with me. Like, there are some people that absolutely do not jive with Jacqueline. Like, they do not jive with me at all. And I'm sure I'm that person for other people too. So, whatever. Next question. You feel comfortable just walking up to someone you find interesting and striking up a conversation. Agree. Of course. You often drift away into daydreaming about various ideas or scenarios. Yeah, I daydream a lot. But I like... I don't know. I feel negative. I feel like that's a negative thing to daydream, but I'm a dreamer. You look after yourself first and others come in second. Agree. Sorry. Put on my mask first before I help someone else with their mask. Learned that from my flight attendants over the years. Even when and I don't feel bad about that, dude. If you can't take care of yourself, you can't take care of other people. It starts with you, and then everything else is like Gucci. Even when you have planned a particular daily routine, I already hate this question, you usually just end up doing what you feel like at any given moment. Oh my God, me in 2020. Fuck. Okay, so 2020 was the year of fuck my planner, fuck my goals, fuck my routine. I'm going to sit here and think about how much I hate myself and how much my life sucks and how much the world sucks and how much everything's hell. And I'm going to sit and stew about it all day long. I'm going to sleep. I'm not going to go outside. I'm going to be depressed. I'm going to just sit and like be sad. All a choice, by the way. All a choice. That's something it's almost like I did it to myself. I feel like depression is selfish because it's all about you. And you're just like relishing in your own fucking toxic shit. And so yeah, 2020 was like, there's a portion of 4 months there where I've clocked it. I clocked it from March through July. Yeah, for a bit there, I was just fucking the dump truck of a mess. But that's when I was just like, I don't feel like doing it. I'm not going to go take a walk. I'm not going to exercise. I'm not going to get off the couch. I'm just like, I don't feel it. I don't like myself. I don't like my life. I just like, So I wasn't being, I don't know, like I was doing what I felt like doing instead of doing what I should be doing. Does that make sense? I was like listening to my own bullshit, and it wasn't even correct. It was all made up in my head and stupid. Because now my affirmations are like, I'm fun, I'm cool, I'm awesome, I have a great life, I'm living my dreams, I found my passion, I'm excited about tomorrow, I'm excited about today, I can't wait to drink another sip of my LaCroix because I'm actually getting parched. Like everything in my life right now is like, I love life, I'm positive, I'm happy. I cannot tell you guys how much growth has happened to me since March through July 2020. Holy fuck. But anyways, what's the question? Even if you've planned a particular daily routine, disagree. I pretty much stick to my guns now, or stick to my list. I told you guys in the beginning of the episode, I feel like I'm super disciplined now, and I feel like this sense of, I feel good because of it. So, and not to say that I'm not go with the flow and intuitive and like, you know, when stuff, if someone hits me up during the day, like, hey, let's grab drinks, let's go to happy hour, like whatever, which doesn't happen to me. But like, for example, if that did, I would be like, of course, like I just spontaneously do it sometimes, like when it makes sense. But I'm pretty routine. I stick to my lists and get shit done. Your mood can change very quickly. I don't agree. I disagree. Yeah, no, I don't feel like a drama queen like I used to be. Like when I was younger, I'd be like, oh, I don't want to do this. Just like get pissed and just be like, This actually was a good test when I went home. Like I feel like I make a choice every morning to be happy no matter what like happens in life. Like I just choose happiness. That's like my new thing, I guess. But I have this steady like level day of just like content. I'm doing my thing. I'm up. I'm happy. I'm on my grind. And then if something comes into that and like fucks it up and like if somebody pisses me off or like derails me or like comes at me or like something bad happens in the day, I still like keep that like level grounded like disposition going. I just like I keep that. I'm like just in the zone with myself all day. Like that's something new I've really worked on, because I realized that you can't control how other people are going to treat you and act. You can't control what the day's going to bring sometimes, but you can control how you react and like how you manage it. And so I just try to like stay level. Okay. You often contemplate the reasons for human existence or the meaning of life. Agree all the time. Fucking A. You often talk about your feelings and emotions all the time. Yeah. Woo. I'm a podcast host 7 days a week. We're 80% through. Guys, we're almost done. I'm going to get my result. You have gotten a detailed education. I don't think this is correctly worded. You have got detailed education or career development plans. Let's just say you've got 16personalities.com. Let's just make a conjunction. Is that what it's called? Conjunction. You've got detailed education or career development plans stretching several years into the future. I don't have education plans per se. Not going back to college, probably not. Career development plans, yeah. Kind of lukewarm agree. I've never really been career driven, to be honest. That's something I used to judge about myself. Like I was never motivated by some sort of like career title or position in a job, like, or company or whatever. Like that's never made me excited, or like I've never been like, oh, I can't wait to be like the CEO of that. Like I've never had that where I'm driven by, and I know some people shit on this, but like lifestyle, like how I live, like the how of my life, not the what I do, the how I live. It's primary reason I'm in California. Like it's a lifestyle decision. Because I think that I'm influenced by my environment and my daily life and like how I get around and what I do, more than like, oh, I have this job and it's a cool title, or like it makes me feel good about myself because I have this big title. Like it doesn't even, I could be a janitor, I could be a CEO. Like I'm not gonna fucking think like my life is, because I could be a janitor, I could be a happy janitor in like a fucking paradise location, or like a CEO in Antarctica living in a fucking snow hut, but I'm a CEO. Shouldn't I be happier? But like my environment sucks. I don't know. Okay. You rarely dwell on your regrets. Of course. I don't think about it. Spending time in a dynamic atmosphere with lots of people around quickly makes you feel drained and in need of a getaway. No, disagree. You see yourself as more of a realist than a visionary. Am I a realist, or I'm a realist, dude, but I'm also a visionary. Do I'm neutral? I think I'm in the middle. You find it easy to empathize with a person who has gone through something you never have. 100%. It's me like passing out because of people's surgeries. Your personal work style is closer to spontaneous bursts of energy than to organized and consistent efforts. Unfortunately, agree. I will like have a spurt, and I'll ride the spurt until the spurt is unspurting and I'm not spurtable anymore. And then I'll like take a nap and then I'll spurt again, versus like, okay, it's the time of day that I do the work. So I do the work, even if I'm tired, even if I don't feel like it. This sounds so fucked up, but like that's why I work a lot at night. Because I, for some reason, will be more productive at night with the type of work I do than in the mornings and like during the middle of the day. But that's what works for me. I'm still successful at what I do. I'm still like good at my job. I just feel like I'd rather ride a burst of energy at 10 p.m. than hate life at, 2 p.m. when I just want to take a nap for 30 minutes and then like go on a walk. That's why I think, the 9 to 5 thing is a social construct. No, what the fuck? I don't know. I feel blessed and lucky that I have a job that I can kind of, with certain things, it's, normal work hours, which makes sense. But I like that I have flexibility, and yeah. So next questions. 90% all the way. We're almost there, dude. Dude, I don't want to be a dude girl. I'm not a dude girl. Your emotions control. I'll just sound like a girly girl now. Your emotions control you more than. Guys, let me talk like I'm trying hard. Your emotions control you more than you control them. Disagree. I control my emotions. After a long and exhausting week, a fun party is just what you need. Agree. I love a fun party. You frequently find yourself wondering how technological advancement could change everyday life. Disagree. I don't really give a fuck. I don't like think about, I wonder if we had flying cars. I'll like lukewarm disagree. You always consider how your actions might affect other people before doing something. I do. Am I a selfish bitch? Do I sometimes just like go through life and like, fuck it, I want to do it, I don't care if it, no. Yeah, if it involves other people, I always consider other people before I do something. If they're going to be involved too, of course. You still honor the commitments you've made. Again, the conjunctions, 16personalities.com. Let's stop doing the you haves. You still honor the commitments you've made, even if you've had a change of heart. Why do I feel attacked right now? I dip sometimes, dude. I'm like a dipper. I'm a dipper. I'm a quitter sometimes. It all depends, like what's the commitment? Does it involve other people? I'm never just abandoning people. But here's the thing. I don't know if this is a bad thing to admit. Maybe this is a negative. Some people might see it as a positive. I've quit a lot of jobs that don't move. I'm just like, this isn't working, not a good fit, I'm out. I don't stick through shit that's not going to move me forward to what I want to do. So I feel like, I don't know. If I've had a change of heart, I feel like I'll still honor a commitment. I'm trying to think of an example. I'm going to go like lukewarm agree. You rarely feel insecure. Do I feel attacked again? This is the last question. I rarely feel insecure now. I sometimes feel insecure. Barely though. I'm going to it still happens. I get insecure sometimes. So I'm going to go lukewarm agree that I rarely feel insecure. Because I don't fully, I feel like my confidence is like through the roof right now. I'm going to lukewarm agree. Your gender optional in parentheses. This will determine your avatar in the results screen. Should I do male? I'll fucking do female, whatever. Okay. Other? Should I do other? What will the other give me? I'm going to do other just to see what the avatar will look like for other. See results. A gender neutral avatar. Protagonist. This is what I got last time. ENFJ-A. Your personality type is a protagonist. My avatar is a Mexican American with an afro with a green gender neutral superhero cape. I can't tell if they're packing or not. It looks like it's kind of like it's kind of got dude hips. So it's not a feminine body. And it's kind of got an Indian brow, like someone from India. So yeah, this is a very, it asked me what my, what was it, my gender, female or male or other. The other avatar is very mixed here. You really can't tell what you're looking at. And I appreciate that, 16personalities.com. I don't think anyone would be offended by this. Are my teeth straight? Kind of hard to tell. But I don't know my race or my gender here, and that is, I very much appreciate that. So yeah, I'm a protagonist. That's what I got last time, but let's read into it, and then I'll end the episode because that was a fucking journey, and I need to get my workday going. Okay, so mind, 25% introverted. My mind is 25% introverted, 75% extroverted. This trait determines how we interact with our environment. I'm extroverted when I'm out in the wild. I'm 75% extroverted. Who knew? Energy, next section. This trait shows where we direct our mental energy. 56% intuitive, 44% observant. I think that's a good balance. I feel like my energy, that would be balanced. My mental energy is balanced. I think that's what those percentages would mean. About half intuitive, half observant. Dude, that's kind of sexy. I have balanced mental energy. That's kind of sexy. isn't it? I think if a guy said he had balanced mental energy, I'd be fucking attracted. Okay. Nature. This determines how we make decisions and cope with emotions. 12% thinking. 88% feeling. We make decisions and cope with emotions based on my feelings. Okay. I don't think that's a negative thing. I'm just making everything positive. I feel like, again, I'm just very in tune with my feelings. Which is, I don't know. I'm proud of that. Thanks God. Thanks Jesus. Whoever fucking made this. Shout out mom and dad. You did it. You fucking had me. All right. Tactics. This trait reflects our approach to work, planning, and decision making. I'm like 60-40 here. 61% judging, 39% prospecting. So work, planning, and decision making, I'm judging or prospecting. Yeah, I'm a judgmental person, I guess. That doesn't really mean you're judgmental. It just means you make judgment-based decisions. I don't know. Identity. This trait underpins all others, showing how confident we are in our abilities and decisions. My identity is 96% assertive, 4% turbulent. Now, I have to look up the definition of turbulent because that word, the only time I've heard that word was in a plane regarding turbulence. Characterized by conflict, disorder, or confusion, not controlled or calm. Oh, that's a good thing. You don't want to be turbulent. I'm 96% assertive. My identity, I make decisions in an assertive way because of my confidence. That's a good thing. All right, start reading. Are you already checked out? This is kind of a long episode. Yeah, I'd like my results emailed to me. Send results. Start reading. Okay. Strengths and weaknesses. Here's the thing about this episode I was just thinking about. This is all about me. This is all about me. This is the deepest Q&A I could probably do. I answered all those questions. They all have to do with my personality and who I am. It's so self-serving and self-indulgent. I just realized that right now. It just feels like if you're actually listening and wondering this about me, holy shit, I love you. But it seems weird to I'm just noticing this now. It seems weird that I just did a personality test and I'm sharing it with you guys. You really give a fuck about me and my strengths and weaknesses and my romantic relationships and my friendships. And let's just read romantic relationships because I'm curious, actually. People who share the protagonistic personality type feel most at home when they are in a relationship, and a few types are more eager to establish a loving commitment with their chosen partners. Okay, we take dating seriously. We select partners with an eye towards the long haul, rather than a more casual approach. True. There's really no greater joy for protagonists than to help along the goals of someone they care about. Facts. And the interweaving of lives that a committed relationship represents is the perfect opportunity to do just that. Even in the dating phase, people with the protagonistic, I keep saying protagonistic, it's protagonist personality type, are ready to show their commitment by taking the time and effort to establish themselves as dependable, trustworthy partners. 100. Their intuitive trait helps them keep up with the rapidly shifting moods that are common early in relationships. but protagonists will still rely on conversations about their mutual feelings, checking the pulse of the relationship by asking how things are and if there's anything else they can do. So that's one thing that I'm looking for in a partner. Let's just go into this and then I'm going to end it. I need a communicator. Like, I need someone to be like, hi, good morning. This is how I feel about you right now. Is this words of affirmation? Like, I just need to know early on what they're feeling and like how they, like, I feel like my worst, or like the thing that frustrates me in a relationship is when they're not good at communicating their feelings, or they just don't. It's like prying. It's like you have to really jab them to get it out. And it's like they're not voluntary. It's not coming out of them naturally. It's like they're just like they're very reserved and they don't like talking about feelings and emotions. And I feel like that's just a characteristic most men share. Like, they're more reserved in that way. Women are more, open and like communicative about emotions. And but it would be a luxury if Jacqueline found a partner that was like, dude, I don't want to be a dude, girl. I'm already, I need to nip that in the ass. I don't like saying dude. Girl, babe, this is how I feel about you. This is how you make me feel. I love it. Oh my God. Like, I just need someone to be like, almost overly communicative. I don't know. And it's not for my, like, it's not, is that because I'm insecure and I need to be like, I need to hear it all the time that I am accepted and they like me, and why they like me, for me to feel good about myself. I don't know. It's not necessarily that, but I do need to check, and like, I need to know, like, just specifics. Like, I don't know. It's just fun. It's just fun to have those conversations too. And like, be vulnerable with each other and have our walls down and just be like really honest like that. And I don't know, maybe I don't make people comfortable enough to say their feelings, or I don't know. Dude, maybe they're just not comfortable. Dude, I'm not doing it. Dude is not in my vocabulary anymore. All right, that's episode 137, the Myers-Briggs episode. It's, in the library of my podcast now. I did it. I did a personality test. This is for all my future employers. This is for all my future significant others. They can always refer back to this episode as, what the fuck is Jacqueline like in the workplace? Like, what will she be like working with, dating? Who is she? What's her personality type? This is it. It's kind of a long episode, but it's done. I got the same result I did 5 years ago. So, what does that mean? Can't teach an old dog new tricks? Does that mean I'm not a fake bitch, I don't change, or I'm like still the same person I was 5 years ago? Kinda, I guess. I don't know. All right. Love you guys. Hit that subscribe button. I'll be here tomorrow. I'll be here all week. I'll be here all year. In fact, I do this 7 days a week. So hit that subscribe button. And head over to patreon.com/TJMS to get access to my exclusive Patreon-only content. And get a shout-out, phone call, videos, pictures no one else sees on patreon.com/TJMS. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. And follow me on Instagram. All right. Love you guys. Have a great Monday. We'll definitely do an Inauguration Wednesday episode. Don't you worry. We'll be talking about... I might live stream it. I'm thinking about doing that. So I'm really excited about this week. I have a lot of work to do. I have a lot of goals to accomplish. So I hope you guys kill it this week. Let's have a good one. Go team. Fucking high five. Everybody in. Huddle up. Love you guys. Talk to you tomorrow. All right. Bye.